Hello everyone, welcome to another video on Blender video editing shortcut series. So this will be the part 7 video which will be going through 10 Blender video editing shortcuts. So it will be from 61 to 70. So I've created already part 6 video editing shortcut series. So if you haven't watched it, I'll place the link of those in the description. Without wasting any further time, let's begin. The first shortcut, right, which you'll be learning is to name the clip. Suppose you have these video clips in your sequencer, right, and suppose you want to rename the clip, and because by identifying, because when you have the multiple clips, right, you want to have them renamed or based on your references, all those things, all right, based on your understanding. So how can you do it, right? For that, the shortcut is F2. Let's pick this one. So this has the name pixel video, so I don't want that. So what I will do, I will type F2 and then it gives me the name. So what I want to do is like this, I can just rename entire stuff as video 2 like this. So if you see it, it got renamed. So by name only will get to know that what is this video kind of stuff. So this is walking man by name, right? You will identify like this is a walking man, and this, if I click on this, right, this is a, maybe I can just rename this. I'm typing F2 and then make a camera video. So if you see it, I've renamed it. So the reason behind is, right, for renaming it, to know by looking the name, right, when you have multiple clip, by looking the name, you will identify like what this particular clip is. So you don't need to again hover on identify what is that clip. The next shortcut, right, which you'll be learning is to add different layer, and the shortcut is F3. So I'm typing F3, and then if you see it, it gives me a search box, and then you can search whatever you want. So suppose you're looking for color like that, and then you can type the color, and then it will give different options here. So I can add this color, and then this comes up here, this particular plane, and then I can change that particular like this, and then I can extend it like this. We can do multiple stuff with that. So the shortcut is, I'll just show you one more time. F3 is the button, and then if I search it, whatever you want, you can just search it here, and then it comes up. So there are lots of other options: sound, movies, new scenes, text, whatever you can, right, you can add it. So you can just explore on that part. The next shortcut, right, which you'll be learning is to bring up the context menu. I have to hover my mouse here, and then if I type F4, right, and then it gives this option like file context menu, so that you can open up new, again, video editing workspace of VFX, all those things you can do it. And then you can open file and import, and then you can have directly also you can import and export these here, append all those things. You can add a link, all those stuff you can do it. And then the shortcut is, for that, you have to type F4, and then it brings up that file context menu. The next shortcut, right, which you'll be learning is to bring up system and volumes information in the sequencer position. So currently this is my sequencer position. So if you see my mouse, right, this is the sequencer position, and then system and volume informations are currently here. So if you want to bring this here, so this shortcut is useful. So, and the shortcut is shift F1. Shift, I'm typing F1, and if you see it comes up here as well. So you can see I can go to my files, and then particular volumes, I have these volumes, right, and then I can go and then just trying to import. So here also you can see, but here also you will get more information, right? So I can go here also and then try to get that, but here also I can do it. So that's how this shortcut is useful. So if you want to have that information here as well, and if once you bring up this file, right, system and volume information, but you want to go back to the old view, right, what you have to type, shift F8. So once you type shift F8, right, if you see it, the sequencer plane came back here again. So this is what default view looks like. Okay, so what is the shortcut, right? So let me just show you one more time. To bring up system information or volumes information, you have to type shift F1, and then it comes up here. And then if you want to go back again to the default view or sequence, right, you have to type shift F8, so it comes back again. The next shortcut, right, which you'll be learning is to bring up the scene info in the sequencer position. So this is the sequencer position, and then this is the scene information. Actually, this all these values are there, right? This is that information here which displays it here. So if you see it, scene, it is coming. So this information you want to bring up here, right? This shortcut is useful. So, and the shortcut is for that, shift F7. Keep your mouse here and then shift F7. So if you see it, all the icons which are here, so you can see here, and then I can have our same information will be here. So if I go here, right, if you see it, sampling, all those things are here only, and then I can just go here and then do the stuff here. So if you want, it gives that a detailed information, like you will have more width and height, right, and then you can just see here it is very less, right. This is useful. And the shortcut is, again, let me tell you, that shift F7 you have to type. So if you want to go back again, right, bring this old sequencer plane here, right, shift F8 as I've told previously, you have to type, and then this brings up the old default view. The next shortcut, right, which you'll be learning is on the sequencer plane, you want to bring up Python console. To bring up Python console, right, because you might be doing lots of activities with Python related stuff, right? So in this scenario, you want to bring up here. So the shortcut for that is Shift F4. So I'm typing Shift F4. So if you see it, the Python console came here in this, and then you can do various activities on this. So I'll create a separate video like what all we can do it, and maybe I'll try to have a brief video on this. But this is a shortcut video, right? I'm just letting you know this shortcut is useful to bring up the Python console. So again, to go back, right, Shift F8 I'm typing. The next shortcut, right, which we'll be learning is to bring up the text editor. So suppose you're editing a video and then you want to add some points or note down some points, or you want to refer those points later when in the future editing, right? Or maybe in some time later. So this is very useful to bring up the text editor. You don't want to have outside notepad and just do it, right? In this scenario it is useful, and the shortcut is Shift F11. I'm holding Shift and typing F11. If you see it, it comes up the text editor, and then I can just click on this new and then type this is a test file, need to, like that. You can type whatever you want, right? And then just Control S. If you type it, it saves that, so you can refer if this text will be available with this entire video editing workspace. So that's what. So this is very useful. So if you want to note down some points kind of stuff. So again, to go back, right, I'm typing Shift F8. Let me just show you one more time. The shortcut is to bring up the text editor, Shift F11. I'm typing, and then if you see here, the old text which I've written, right, it is still available with this particular workspace. I'm going back again by typing Shift F8. The next shortcut, right, which we'll be learning is to bring image editor. So suppose you want to edit some image, right, and then you want to have image editor, right? So what is the shortcut for it? Shift F10. So if I type, right, here comes the image editor view, and then you can import images and then edit here. The shortcut is again to bring up the image editor, right? Shift F10. So let me just go back again. Shift F8 I'm typing, and then it goes back to default view, and then to bring image editor, right, we have to type Shift F10. So this is what. So I'm going back again by typing Shift F8. The next shortcut, right, which we'll be learning is redo the last action. So suppose you are doing some editing. Let's pick this clip, and then I'll place it here first, and then I'll place again here, and then I'll place it here, right? And then you got to know you don't want thing. Then what you will do is that for undoing, what you will do, you will type Control Z. So I'm typing Control Z, and then if you see it, it's all getting into previous locations. So I've done multiple times Control Z, and then you identify, no, I have to do some redo stuff, right? And this scenario, this shortcut is used, and the shortcut is Shift Control Z. So I'm typing once. So if you go right, if you see, it went back again. If I type again, right, it goes again one more back wherever is I'm doing, just redoing the stuff. So again, Shift Control Z I'm typing, and if I type again, right, Shift Control Z. So it sees it goes in the reverse fashion. So this is used when you do undo and then you want to do redo, right? This shortcut is useful. That's all I wanted to cover in this video. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.